Warrior Kings 2. This is the Black Dragon Falls. It is I, the Golden Joblivion. We're back with our man, Lord Paramount Barthogan II, the Wolf of the North. And last episode, we sort of, so I think what we tried to do last episode was we tried to press a claim for I believe he's a knight, actually, Sir Admiral Tully. Sir Admiral Tully, our spy master. He has claims on Riverrun and the Riverlands. And because this entire series revolves around deposing all Blackfyres across Westeros and essentially driving the Blackfyre line into extinction because a personal vendetta between Lord Paramount Barthogan II and the Blackfyre dynasty, because it was the king, it was the creator of the Blackfyre dynasty that beheaded his father, Lord Paramount Barthogan the Blacksword. So to get vengeance on the Blackfyres, we need to remove them from all corners of Westeros. They are the overlords, and we must remove them. Some of the Blackfyres are already gone. In Dorne, there is no longer a Blackfyre ruling. There is House Dane. However, they are Blackfyre loyalists. At least they should have been, because the predecessor before the current queen, King Daemon, was the one who put House Dane in charge of Dorne. So they absolutely loved her predecessor. And they kind of still like Kala as well, because of opinion of predecessor plus 24 for a very long time. But, over time, these disposition bonuses, they will go away. Last episode, though, when we declared war on the Riverlands, we were commanded, I'm not sure if we were commanded by King Daemon or Queen Kala of the Iron Throne, but we were commanded by the throne to end our war. And I was absolutely terrified of giving the king any reason to essentially imprison us. Now, I think maybe that wouldn't have succeeded, but it would have ended up with us going into open rebellion and all of Westeros marching on top of us. We need to undermine the rule of Blackfyres, but we cannot declare open rebellion yet because there are still many Blackfyres across Westeros. So what I've been doing is I was feeling a little trapped last episode, so I spent extra time today kind of going through and checking out the various regions of Westeros and the Blackfyres, etc., to kind of get a clear picture of what exactly is going on. And what I can say, if I can sum it up simply, is that there are still Blackfyres everywhere, but they are not unified. They're very divided. There are lots of Blackfyres, and some of them, most of them are actually pretty shit. They're pretty shit. The few that are good, let's see, is his name Jaehaerys? Jaehaerys the Cruel of the Reach comes to mind. He is strong and a formidable fighter, but he is cruel, and he's a tyrant. To be fair, though, Barthogan the Wolf is also a tyrant. That's because we took Blackfyre from our the Overlord of the North once we threw him in our dungeons. He is still rotting away. He is still Lord of Blackpool, though. We don't really seem to have any just cause to revoke those titles from him, but Aegon is actually in our dungeons. He is our hostage. I don't know how long he's going to live there. He's already become a lunatic from being in the dungeons. How long has he been there? 2 years. 2 years in a dungeon. Not the Oblate and not in house arrest, just a dungeon, and he has gone mad. So he's currently our hostage. Hopefully we can use him to prevent any of the other Blackfyres from trying to overthrow us. There are plots against our life, but they're rather small. Maegor, Lord Paramount, Maegor the Young Dragon of the Trident, the same guy that we attacked and were commanded to cease our war of aggression, which we would have overthrew him. Like, we outnumber the Riverlands in terms of troops. He's now plotting to kill us. He doesn't seem to have much of the way of support, though. Let's see, are you intrigue focused? No, you got an intrigue of 6. Your education is in diplomacy, and you're seeking to build, well, you're focusing on stewardship, so he's kind of all over the place. We, however, do have an education in intrigue. Our highest stat is intrigue, and we are still using the intrigue focus. We're going to stick with that. My goal is to become a master schemer. We are already a schemer, so we're well on our way to becoming we're on our way to becoming a master schemer, which is going to make the little events that occur for the intrigue focus, I forget what that's called, but little events occur every time we're spying on somebody, and having schemer, master schemer, really high intrigue level, as well as having a really good intrigue education, these all will attribute to having those events fire more often and to be more successful. And why that is important is because if we're going to overthrow the Blackfyres, I want someone who is able to plot and be able to get events to kidnap people, because we're going to be using the faction system a lot, and the key to the faction system is if we can imprison the person that we're going to essentially send an ultimatum to, and they're already in our dungeon, because you can't declare war on someone when they're in your dungeon, but you can activate your faction. activate your faction, and then they will no doubt resort to war or whatever, unless they surrender to you outright, in which case, if they go to war, they're already in your dungeon, you start off with 100% war score, you offer them peace, and it's done. Presto changeo, which would be, in theory, how our faction here that we started last episode would work. Overthrow the monarchy of the Iron Throne. Princess Kala, or Queen Kala, I should say, is only 2 years old, so she is way too young for us to be able to kidnap via the spying option for the intrigue focus, because you can't spy on someone who's only 2 years old. If she ever comes of age, which she may very well not make it. She might not make it. She's really not well liked, and she is ugly as well. If we look in the line of succession, though, after Kala, it's her sister Mega, who is, well, kind of the opposite. Kind of the opposite of her. Kala is ugly. Her sister Mega is attractive, but she is sickly. She may not survive infancy. Has she been treated yet? Apparently not. When was she was born here recently. She was born, apparently almost a year ago. So next month she'll become 1 year old. Maybe the sickliness won't take her out. Maybe it will. Who knows? But then after that, it is Prince Aegon of the Iron Throne, the guy in our dungeon, which if we can which I'm now realizing as a potential strategy for taking over Westeros, because if we can take over Westeros and overthrow the monarchy, we then will become the liege lord of all the Blackfyres, and then we can kind of work it'll be easier to depose everybody, to remove them and replace them with non-Blackfyres, and then slowly kill them all off, and then the Starks can have their revenge against the Blackfyres. But in order for that to happen, we have to kill Kala, and then we have to kill Mega, and then Prince Aegon will take over, and he'll be in our dungeon. However, the game could screw us, and the game might bug out and think that, well, once he becomes king, he's going to just teleport out of our dungeon or something like that. That would be bullshit, and I would definitely fix that if that did happen. But he would be in our dungeons, which means this faction here that we've got, even if we only have 29% support, we can just launch it, and we'll instantly win, and we'll instantly overthrow the monarchy, and we'll probably establish a noble oligarchy or a merchant republic, whatever. And Barthogan will be, he will be in charge. We won't be able to turn it into a hereditary, what is that, despotic kingdom, whatever, empire, because his diplomacy is just way too low. It's just way too low, and I don't believe we can get it up high enough to where we could actually change that. Maybe we could if I really tried. But we wouldn't be able to change it, but we would only use it to overthrow the Blackfyres. I think that would be the most important thing, so that's one option. I realized why we can't press Lady Paramount Janice Stone's claim. It's because I wasn't selecting the right person. Her claim for the Kingdom of the Vale can be pressed, and you have to press it against the right person. And the person that we can declare it against is Lord Paramount Aenys of the Westerlands, who actually is also Lord Paramount of the Vale, or, well, we can see some of the Vale. So what's going on right now is Lord Paramount Aenys is the Lord Paramount of the Westerlands and the Vale. So he's technically really powerful, but he's being attacked in both regions. He's being attacked in the Vale by, who is he? Lord Banar the Candid. And he is, let's see, in Strong Song War for Sir Joffrey's claim on the Westerlands. Oh, okay. Okay, see, I thought he was someone's attacking him for the claim on the Vale as well. Oh, yeah, it's Dennis Aaron. Lord Dennis, the parasite of the Fingers. He is waging a war for his own, no, Sir Donald. The Fingers war for Sir Donald's claim. Who is Sir Donald? That's Sir Donald. Oh. Now, they're not related. He's not his son, but they are still of the same house. Donald has got the bloodline of the Aarons, right? Yes, he does. Okay, so he, Lord Dennis of the Parasite of the Fingers, and he's called the Parasite because he has killed his firstborn son. Was beheaded. Murdered by Lord Alex. No, that was something different. He did kill his first son, and he earned the nickname the Parasite. His father was killed, beheaded in the order of Lord Paramount Daemon II, who is also dead. But apparently Sir Donald of the Vale is going to, assuming Dennis can win, will take over the Vale, which Yeah, I mean, that's one way to get rid of a Blackfyre in the Vale, but I kind of want the Vale to go to my wife, even though our wife doesn't like us because we kind of accidentally cheated on her. And what I mean by accident is we took a love potion that made everybody fall in love with us and made them instantly pregnant. So we've got 2 bastards, so my poor wife, Janice Stone, is rather upset about that. We were trying to sway her to our cause. There is someone else that I wanted to sway instead, but I forgot. I was doing my little research before I did my recording, and I've already forgotten. So the Vale is currently being contested. The Westerlands is also being contested by this guy, right? No. Well, not really. It's for Sir Joffrey. Who is Sir Joffrey? I don't know who that is. Oh, we can probably look it up. Let's see. Kingdom of the Westerlands, look up claimants. Where is Sir Joffrey? Is it this guy? He is a knight. And he's a lunatic with gonorrhea, and apparently people are essentially trying to get him on the throne. I'm not sure why, because, I mean, gonorrhea is going to kill him eventually. So Lord Paramount Aenys is in some shit. He's in some shit, and if we want to claim the Vale, we would have to go to war with him too, but we're going to be commanded to end our war, so it wouldn't be wise for us to press our claim right now. Apologies if you hear me sniffling and stuff. I either have allergies or it's still the remnants of that cold I had either earlier this week or last week, I forget. So, what we need to do, if we want to be able to declare war on people in the realm, is we need to lower realm authority. You can't do that even if you're on the council. Now look at all the supporters for this. There's a lot of supporters. If we got it down to limited realm authority, they would no longer be able to tell us not to wage war against fellow vassals. But we can't initiate this sort of vote because not even the council can do it. We're not on the council, but even if we were, we wouldn't be able to do it. The way we would get that done is through the faction tab. We can see here that there is a... Oh, God, where is it? Oh, lower crown authority in the Iron Throne. There's already a faction for it, led by Lord Paramount Maegor of the... so the Blackfyre in the Riverlands is trying to lower the authority in the Iron Throne. That's kind of a stupid move on his part, because if he lowers the... if the realm authority is lowered, then we're going to attack him. So that's really dumb that he wants to do that. But, I mean, the Blackfyres aren't all that smart. We have a Blackfyre. Aenys himself is actually in our faction to overthrow the monarchy, so... yeah, some wackiness is going on. However, if we're 2 people away from having our own prisoner as king of the Iron Throne, I don't really see a purpose to change our faction, because this is our ticket straight to the top. If we can get straight to the top, then managing the rest of these Blackfyres will be a piece of cake. And I think Barthogan himself would be satisfied with eventually relinquishing position of Lord Protector if he's allowed to get his vengeance on the Blackfyres. So I think we're going to keep this faction right now. I was going to join this faction here, Lower Crown Authority, but it's not really... that doesn't seem very necessary. If, for whatever reason, we can't make use of this faction, we will join this faction here, and hopefully we can lower Crown Authority, and then we can begin going, region by region, attacking and taking claims and stuff like that. But we can't do that right now, this instance. Barthogan has some unfortunate problems. He is an adulterer, which hurts his diplomacy. It hurts his opinion with everybody. And he's also a tyrant. So we have our master, Justiciar, Theo Woolfield, is actually performing statecraft, so I'm hoping eventually he will be able to get rid of that. I'm going to actually get the timer going here, and I'm going to look for my court physician, because that's what we kind of need at this moment. Send for a court musician, a maester. Maester. That's what we need, not a court musician. What the fuck? All right, what does this fool want? Invite to plot. Veyron Blackfyre. We would like you to back our plot to fabricate a claim on the Kingdom of the Stormlands. So Lord Veyron here in the Shipbreaker Bay is a minor lord. There is no incumbent ruling as a Lord Paramount of the Stormlands. Queen Kala still has that title, and she's not given it out. Her regent is Lord Rickard of Rosby, who will not betray her, even though he is dishonorable himself. Although I don't really think he's not considered moral, but he will not aid us. For example, if we try to kidnap her, we do have a plot power of 102%. I actually would prefer to kill her. I don't really want her to be kidnapped. I just want her dead. Just want her dead. And we can see that if we try to get the... where is he? Her regent. Yes, he will not join us because political concerns versus Queen Kala. Right, he'd get in a lot of trouble. The Queen Kala found out he was trying to plot. He was part of a plot to have her removed. I think she would probably remove him from the regency. Duh. I mean, well, actually, she wouldn't be able to. Technically, she wouldn't be able to. You can't remove your regent He is amoral, so we get a plus. Opinion of Queen Kala, he likes Queen Kala, and he doesn't really like Lord Paramount Barthogan, so that works against us and his base reluctance, so he will not join us. There's also Lord John the Mild, who is the Master of Whispers, which we actually have a higher skill than he does. He has a higher education than us, but we have a higher skill in Intrigue. So we could actually become Master of Whispers, but we have to make that an ambition. And right now we're trying to fall in love, which will be undone later on this year. We'll be able to change it later on this year. Somehow we didn't get this, even though we had that love potion. To the clever Lord Paramount, he wants us to back our plot for a claim on the Kingdom of the Stormlands. You know what? Maybe. He has a ton of support. He has almost all the support of the... He has the support of almost all Lord Paramounts. Fabricate a claim. You know what? We will aid you. We will aid you because whatever we can do to weaken the power of Queen Kala. Now, are we plotting to kill her? I know Maegor is attempting to plot to kill us, but I'm not really concerned about that. I have a pretty strong feeling that we're going to be okay. My lord, the Maester... Okay, excellent. We have our Maester back. Well, lots of Lord Paramounts want to see her dead. This is why I mean is like the Blackfyres are really divided right now. They are all vying for control of the Iron Throne, and they don't like the idea that a 2-year-old is going to become queen, so they want to get rid of her. So they're all clamoring over each other to rule from King's Landing. And there really aren't any super good Blackfyres. There was one Blackfyre. Where is he? Is he down here in Cider Hall? Lord J-Car Blackfyre. This is the most reasonable Blackfyre I've seen yet. He is a genius, but he is a craven. So, I mean, if he got rid of Craven, he would be a very good candidate to be a good ruler. He's also 20. His wife is rather attractive. Wait a minute. She's Princess of Dorne. Oh, interesting. I think maybe J-Car at one point was ruler of Dorne, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, he's got claims on fucking everything. He's got claims on fucking everything. All right, one of our Commander Rogar of Drunkard's Tower wants to duel. All right, well, we're going to chill right now in the north. Actually, we're not just going to chill. Who are we spying on? I'm not sure who we're spying on. We need to start spying on people who have really low intrigue because we need to get these intrigue events so that we can level up our, level up. Because every time, my co-conspirator has managed to get to, oh shit. Okay, so the murder plot is going ahead. Apparently, with only 100 plot power, we're able to get a pretty damn good, it's already launching for us, so it's not like asking us to do anything special for it. Interesting. Maybe that's bad. I don't know. Somebody might leak that we have the plot. Somebody might leak the plot. Okay, somebody is conspiring. Who? Lord Torrin of King's Grove. He wants Prince Aegon for the north. We need to make him... We need to make him not do that. Let's see. He's got 9 learning. He beats us in learning. We beat him in diplomacy, but barely. So we will ask politely. He also doesn't like us. Recently lowered crown authority. Desires the high lordship of Wolf's Woods. Do we have that? We've got the Castle of Deepwood. We do have the High Lordship of Wolf's Woods, so we could give it to Lord Torrin. Let's see, the Wolf's Woods. The Wolfwood. De jure stuff. So that is there's a lot of places in here. So we've got House Woods, who we could definitely give the High Lordship to. We don't really need the High Lordship ourselves. See, we own Deepwood Mutt because I think House Glover was rebelling, and we took all their lands. We took their lands. House Ironwrath. Ooh, House Forrester. I believe House Forrester, Lordship of Ironwrath, is within the High Lordship. So we got 2 choices. We can give it to House Woods, or we can give it to House Forrester. No, in the comment section, they're probably going to say give it to House Forrester, and I think that would be good if we did. It would make House Forrester a lot more loyal to us, and we are House Stark too. Let's ask him politely. We'll ask him politely. I'm going to stop spying on whoever I'm spying on. This asshole wants to be a clown, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and give the High Lordship to Lord Mark of Ironwrath, House Forrester. We'll give you the High Lordship of Wolf's Woods. Yes. That makes him really, really happy. We still own Deepwood. We still own Deepwood Mutt. I mean, we could give that to our child. Because Lordship of Mokalan is actually the heir title, but Lordship of Mokalan is kind of it's a weird command government type. It's a government type. It's called command. It's a military command. So if you give it to your heir, they will periodically get kicked out, which is kind of stupid. All right, get the timer going. We're actually going to increase this a little bit. See if Queen Kala dies and see if Lord Paramount... Success! Queen Kala was smothered with a pillow by the maid we had bribed. She wasn't caught, and no one has any reason to place blame on me. That is one less Blackfyre. God, there's 29. Fuck. King Daemon, we really kicked ass with him. This world is too cruel for children. The queen is dead. The queen is dead. Long live the queen, and now her sister takes over, Queen Mega. Queen Mega. She's gonna be harder to kill because she is attractive. But we have to try, though, right? We have to try. This is gonna take some doing. Long live the queen. All I hail her grace, I will curse her name. I'm pleased to hear that it appears... Okay, Mokalin is doing very well. Excellent. All right, what kind of plot power can we get here? 77, right? Who can we get? Lord John. Yeah, see, we can try to sway Brian in them, but we really don't have a lot of gold. Not really. Did we stop spying? We did, didn't we? Excellent. Joran. Ah, yes, our House Galeva. I'm not going to visit your chambers. I don't know if I want to ransom you. Probably not. The person to get on our side would be Lord John the Mild, even though he has cancer. Why would he not? Let's see. Opinion of Queen Mega is a plus. Moral qualms. He is a moral guy, but he's about to die, though. Opinion of us is -1. That's going to be hard to do. Let's see. Lord Rickard of Rosby, you are still designated regent for the Iron Throne. If we can get him on our side, that'd put us over 100, I believe. How do we do this? Let's see, he's amoral, so that gives us a plus. He really likes Queen Mega. He really dislikes us and the base reluctance. I think even if we can get him to like us, it's going to be very hard for that to work in our favor. Swaying Ginny Aaron. This is hard to do, because this guy is the one we should be going for, but there's just no way I can see him entertaining any ideas of working with us in our plot. Hold on, I got to itch my ear. Very professional behavior right there. He's got cancer, though, so he's probably going to die here soon. Let's just see what happens. How goes your war, Aenies? How goes your war? 8% in favor of Lord Dennis the Parricide, and 41% in favor of Lord Banner the Candid. I think Lord Banner is in hiding. He's in hiding. His wife's been imprisoned. His daughter's been imprisoned by Lord Paramount Aenies of the Westerlands, so... Okay, it's come to my attention that the Justiciar of Bear Island, Master Theo of Woodfoot Watch, has bribed and threatened his way. He was trying to get a claim on it. He's gonna... Alright, go ahead and use the... Ah, you son of a bitch. Wendell Mormont has decided to go ahead and use a claim on my title despite having nothing more than a laughable and obviously fabricated document to back it up. So he gets a claim now on the castle of Deepwood. We can imprison him for that, can't we? Yes, we can. Ooh, wow, kidnap. Let's see, fabricate treason. I mean, we could incite him to revolt. Yeah, so treason's not gonna work. Can we revoke his title? No, no, because we don't have cause to revoke, but we do have cause to imprison him. We could kill him, we could kidnap him, we can incite to revolt, and he probably will. Which, when he revolts and we crush him, he would that would give us a just cause to revoke his title. The only downside is that we're currently trying to plot to kill Queen Mega. Apparently, Lord Paramount Aenies is on board with us. It's kind of alarming. Maybe we need to keep trying to go for this plot here. Here's what we can do. What kind of intrigue do you? You have intrigue of 0. So we're going to spy on you, since you most likely are going to be doing bad things. Okay, and this will no doubt help us in our endeavor to become a better schemer. Son was born to Lord Paramount Barthogan the Wolf and Lady Paramount Ginny Stone, named Barthogan Stark. He is relatively... There's not really anything interesting about him. I'm going to make him pick etiquette, though. So, Clegane here is quick, and I want him to become a really good intrigue guy, too, just like Barthogan, but we made him pick thrifty. So that will make him high in stewardship and in intrigue. His educator is Maester Titus, which is bullshit, because we were the guardians. and the game kind of changed that automatically for us. So we're going to change ourselves back. In fact, actually, we need to get someone who's got really, really good intrigue. Now, Ginny does have really good intrigue, but I'm kind of concerned by this trait here, content. We don't want content. That is a bad trait to have. There's also the Spy Master. He's paranoid, yeah, but we don't want stubborn or cruel. So we need to go down here. We're going to choose his focus. It's going to be etiquette. We want diplomacy and intrigue. And we're going to go here. We're going to see if we can get anyone to join our court who is high in intrigue and has got really good traits. So Jothos, Spy Master of Greensward. He's brave, envious, which makes his intrigue go up. Diplomacy goes down. Patient, cynical, authoritative, scholar. I think Jothos would be a good tutor. He'd be a good guardian for Barthogan Stark. Actually, probably Clegane. Probably more Clegane. The alliance and non-aggression pact between Rickon Flint and Harkon Umber has ended. Okay, he has joined us. Great. He wants to introduce an heir. Oh, well, he did. He did want to introduce an heir, but he doesn't want to anymore. And I'm going to give you... Where's Clegane? Let's see. Clegane Stark. Let's see. Assign guardian. That would be... Jothos. Jothos, he will be your educator, and he's going to help you with or intrigue. And we're going to get Byam. We're going to get him a head start. We're going to do the same thing with him. Jothos will be in charge of both of our sons. I really hope he's trustworthy, because he can really screw us over if he decides to kidnap our children. So go ahead and do that. How's this plot looking? Still at 80%. I'm not sure if that's enough to... Ooh, my snoops overheard Lord Wendell LeBear Isle as he told shocking lies about his liege. Let's see, and he is scheming to put Prince Aegon on the on the throne here in the north. Let's go ahead and expose and denounce him publicly, giving me a reason to arrest him. I don't think that'll give us a reason to revoke his title. No, but we can attempt to imprison him, and if he rebels, we can crush him. Okay, he's now locked away in our dungeon. Can we revoke your title now? Still no. If we call him for a title, or well, if we call him for a trial, all we'll get the option for is to exile him. Seize valuable artifact. We could take Longclaw. Oh, man. Do we really want more tyranny? I mean, we already have some. And if we take Longclaw, we could have Blackfyre and Longclaw in... oh, God, we'd have Ice, Blackfyre, and Longclaw. God, 3 Valyrian swords. Ooh. You know what? How about we take it? How about we take it? We already have tyranny. What's a little bit more, you know? What's a little bit more? Now we have 3 Valyrian blades. Longclaw, Blackfyre, and Ice. I think they all get the same stats, right? They all get the same stats, yep. And then we could give our children Valyrian swords too, even though Clegane's going to inherit Ice anyways. How about we do that? We'll grant Valyrian swords to our children. We'll give Ice to Clegane. Alright, we add that to his inventory. And Byam, we're going to give... Grant Valyrian sword, we're going to give him Longclaw. Done. And we're going to hold on to Blackfyre ourselves, because we will use the Blackfyre sword to destroy the Blackfyre dynasty. Ah! Yes. What is this? Invite to plot? We would like you to back a plot to fabricate a claim on the 7 Kingdoms of the Iron Throne. Ooh, you want the Iron Throne. Lord Olivar the Beautiful. Ah, House Martell. House Martell. Ambitious. I would decline. I decline. My vassal, Lord Mark Forrester, has requested that Master Carlon of Frosty Point should be sworn to him. Well, that depends. That depends. Lord Carlon of Master Point. I don't agree. I don't agree, because we are lords of Deepwood Mutt. Let me think. I like my other vassal better. This option is available. Let's see. Master Carlon of Frosty Point gets a claim on Lord Mark Forrester of Wolfswood. Betrayed him. Can we afford to betray him? I don't really think giving Master Carlon a claim. Let me think. Denied. He can have a vassal for a favor. He's gonna be pissed at us anyways. Betrayed me. Denied title. Lord Mark is disappointed. So if we deny him, he gets -30. if we give a claim to Master Carlon, he only gets -10. And I absolutely do not want to lose Master Carlon as a vassal because that's a city, and that's what's giving us 7... I mean, we need this monthly balance to stay high as much as possible, because before, in the previous episodes, we had a very dismal income over time, and this is our only way to save up for, well, all the things we need to save up for. Buying favors, affording mercenaries, and making people like us by sending them gifts. We need all these things. And unfortunately, the North doesn't provide a lot in the way of taxes and gold, so I'm going to do this instead. We get -10 here. Master Carlon, where is the man? He gets a claim on the High Lordship of the Wolfswoods. We can also raise him to nobility. That's going to cost us money, though, so we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. All right, he's complaining about his cell. We could release him for a favor. Although I don't really see the point of having my vassal owe me a favor. Unless, of course, he tries to... No, let him rot. Let him rot. Oh, fucking fantastic. Even the mightiest army can be defeated by a single man. Cut off the head, and the body falls. I am Barthogan, master of shadows. I shall rule from the shadows. Yes, we shall, and Barthogan will become the shadow of the wolf. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to have to be the end of this episode. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, you want to help me make more content, be sure to go to my Patreon page, link in the description below. I have been the Golden Joblivion. This has been Lord Paramount Barthogan II, the Wolf of the North. And until next time, I will see you all later.